accomplished. Just this once. The turbocharged Kia K5.
Continuing our 2K TV awards, it's time for My NBA, our deepest game mode. And this player topped the charts with number of wins.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball. Before we get going, let's hear.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Hachimura. He's out there with Robin Lopez. Avdia out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Neto in at the 1. And for Memphis, Morant and Allen at the guard spots. AI is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
Now here's Beal, and he makes that one.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
To the paint, here's AI, and AI throws it down.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Outside, Beal. Passes it to Avdia. The kick out to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Hachimura banked in off the glass.
A talented interior scorer for Hachimura. It's about getting ideal positioning and going to work.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Now here is Hachimura. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go.
Wow, he feels the contact and converts regardless. That type of effort will energize Hachimura's teammates.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Neto, the pass to Lopez. He dishes it to Beal. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Here's Neto. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Neto finds Hachimura. Back to Neto. The Wizards working the ball around now.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. AI comes in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, Rui Hachimura out there with Avdia. And there's Bradley Beal, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid, but when he's this setup, it's outstanding.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Bucks was tremendous. He scored 28 points, and his percentage was impressive, making a number of his free throws and field goal attempts. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, right. Now, I'm sure he wants to come out in attack mode. The other key for him is to continue to get to his spots on the floor.
Morant reaches to AI.
Now, what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Avdia kicks to Neto. Trying to find Hachimura. Gets it to him. Over AI. The Wizards with another miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Brooks. Now here's Valanciunas. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies. Washington calls timeout. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts at maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Beal kicks to Neto. The pass to Avdia. Hachimura with it. Working on AI. 6 to shoot. Hachimura the pass to Neto.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. So that brings the first half to a close. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Morant now one at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with AI. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running. An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Beal against Allen. Hachimura, no good that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Beal against Allen. Inside, here's AI, and AI throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 9-point game. Pass to Avdia. Here's Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant finds Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. From deep, Brooks. And the three ball is good. Brooks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Pass to Neto. Here's Hachimura. 2 points. That one goes. Hachimura's got 7 points.
That is a tough bucket. Hachimura stays with the shot through the contact. That's the sign of a resilient offensive play.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Hachimura.
A defender mixes it up with Hachimura, but Rui's physicality gets him through.
Brooks right side. Down low, and AI throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Washington calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Len. Lopez comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Hachimura in for Smith. Taking a look at the Wizards. Rui Hachimura out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Morant kicks to Anderson. And AI throws it down.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys. Beal against Allen. The shot by Beal, no good. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
And that one's good. AI.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wizards trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hachimura the pass to Beal. From outside the arc. No good that time.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Looking to end the run. The Wizards with another miss.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's AI, and AI throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And Bryant kicks to Beal. From the arc. Traps in the tray. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is what you think of when you hear Beal's name. A dangerous three-point shooter.
Anderson outside. To the middle. Here's AI. And AI throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss, but we'll see how long they can make this last.
Pass to Hachimura. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. On deep, Neto buries the long-range jumper.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Holman here now for an injury report. Now an update on Ish Smith from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Wizards about his status. The injury has been diagnosed as torn ligaments in his hand. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. This would be devastating for this team. Evan?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately we know he's in good hands, and we hope to see him back on the court soon.
Allen against Beal. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Good on the shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The pass to AI. Allen surveying the D. Sweet little floater.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubt as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Then I hurt my left knee. Told that I'm a dog, but you bet not pet me. I hate jealousy. That's my pet peeve.